evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the ships at sea. Welcome to tonight's Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025, Walpole Media Corporation broadcast of MIAA Division II Round of 16 Boys Lacrosse action as your Walpole High Timberwolves host the King Philip Regional High Warriors from John Turco Field on the Walpole High campus. My name is Rick Brown, your voice of Walpole High Sports. I'll be handling all the play-by-play action for today's game. Nick Piccirilli will be behind the camera. Coming off a 14-4 runaway win over Melrose in the opening round of 32, Walpole will be looking to take one step closer to a state championship. With a 12-0 record and winners of both the Herget Division and the Bay State Conference, Walpole is 16-3 overall, the 8th seed in D2, and ranked 9th in the Boston Globe Top 20. Today's winner will take on the victor of the top-seeded Billerica versus Agawam in the state winner in the state quarterfinals. Coach Greg Shea's squad has won 9 of 11 home games and has outscored its opponents by a whopping 255 to 114. King Philip comes in as close as possible to the Timberwolves. The Warriors won both the Kelly Rex division and the overall Hockomock League at 11-1, 15-4 overall, outscoring their opponents 242 to 122, nearly identical to Walpole's record. The Green and Gold is 6-3 on the road, seeded 9th, one spot behind Walpole, and brings an 8-game winning streak into tonight's contest. Tonight's opponents have a pair of common games. Walpole rolled over Catholic Memorial 14-2, while KP fell to the Knights 8-4. However, the Warriors beat Franklin 11-4 just 2 days before the Panthers stunned the Timberwolves 11-8 in their regular season finale. King Philip opened the year with wins over North Attleboro and Milford before sandwiching victories over Foxborough and Sharon around losses to Nauset and Mansfield. Decisions over Attleboro, Bridgewater, Raynham, and Neshoba Regional came around a loss to Bishop Feehan. After the aforementioned loss to CM, the Green and Gold closed out the regular season with wins against Oliver Ames, Taunton, Canton, Stoughton, North Attleboro, Franklin, and Hopkinton. KP advanced in postseason play with a 9-6 nod over Canton. Walpole has won the previous 4 games between these two teams going back to 2015, outscoring KP 43-22. Third-year coach Greg Shea's team has amassed a 46-15 record under his tutelage. And, of course, tri-captains for Walpole this year are seniors Ryan Lania, Braden Matera, and Noah McKenzie. And once again, if you are interested in doing any play-by-play or color commentary for Walpole High Sports, you should contact Walpole Media Corporation Executive Director Tamara Green at 508-668-7795 or email her at tgreen@walpolemedia.tv. Both teams out on the field getting last-minute instructions from the officials. Walpole will be going right to left on your TV screen to begin this game. In net for Walpole, of course, is TJ Frazier. For King Philip, it is number 22, Dylan Quinn. Finn Cunningham. We're underway. Walpole wins the draw. Settle things down. It's Jack Cotter with the ball. He sends it over to Davis Potter. Davis ahead to Ryan Lania. And it goes behind the net to Jared Spack. Up top, over to Potter. Travis moving in. Puts on the brakes, drops the pass back to Jack Cotter. Cotter, a shot behind the net. The shot was by Jack Webb. Holding the ball. Coming in for the shot. Score! Right off the bat. Guess who? Braden Matera. That's right. Time of the goal is 57 seconds. So Walpole jumps out to the quick lead here with team's leading scorer and probably the MVP of the Bay State Conference, Braden Matera, doing the honors. Sam Miles taking the draw for Walpole. He wins it. Comes right down the field, passes over, whoop, gets away, and coming back for the Warriors is Dylan Quinn. He gets it down to Josh Cochran. Cochran cutting around in front, trying to find someone to pass to, drops it back to Hayden Schmitz. Schmitz taking his time. He sent it over to Maddock Henderson. Henderson gets it back again. Back to Schmitz. Schmitz with the ball, going behind the net, being covered by Joe Carter. Cuts in the front, can't get anything. Ball comes back out to Patrick Webben. Shot goes wide, and starting it off will be Sean Clancy for the Warriors. He hands it off to Josh Cochran. Cochran moving in, little spin move there. In front shot over the top of the net by Henderson. Nice setup there, but it was just over the top of the net. TJ Frazier guarding between the pipes there for the Timberwolves. Back to Henderson. And a nice save there by Frazier, taking that scoring bit away from Henderson. All right, coming down and getting the ball up to Jack Webb. Webb cutting in front. Now he keeps it. Looks like he was going to pass off, but he kept it. Gets it up to Ryan Lania. Lania to Noah McKenzie. McKenzie sends it up to Carter. Carter on the far side to Britt Matera. Braden. Potter with it. Back to Potter. Back to Webb. Behind the net. Walpole coming up a big square for Walpole up here. They're not trying to move in yet. Now Potter brings it in. Takes up the pick. Shot. Great save by Cunningham, Finn Cunningham. Warriors coming down the field. There's the pass, and that will go out of bounds. It'll be Walpole ball. Starting it out for Walpole by Jake Cece. Cece with the ball. Gives it to Frazier. TJ bringing it down. He's out to the 35 and drops it back to Luke Wyand. Wyand ahead to McKenzie. McKenzie cuts in. Gets the shot off. Goal! As Jack Carter finds the back of the net for Walpole. Time of the goal is 4:15. Walpole's doubles its advantage to 2-0. Sam Miles on the draw. He loses it to Braden Barnes. Ball on the ground. Still on the ground. And Warriors come up with it. It's Nicholas Lombardi, Longabody with it. And we have a hit to the head, I think, on Y end. No, it's going to be on yeah, I guess it's on Y end. Luke Y end for a hit to the head. Thomas Kilroy for the KP. A fake. Comes back to Kilroy. Shot attempt goes long and wide. That'll leave the playing area. KP bringing it out. Shot wide of the net. It'll be Walpole ball. Starting it out is Danny Morris. Joe Carter with it. Cutting up to the right. And it goes out of bounds off of King Philip. Jack Carter will start it out for the T-Wolves. Dylan Needham in for Walpole. To Lania. Lania to Needham. To McKenzie. To Matera. Down to Carter. Carter on the side. Back to Lania. Needham. McKenzie. There's still that wide open square that they're utilizing, looking for an opening before somebody can sneak through and take a shot on net. McKenzie with it to Jared Spack. Spack racing in now. So it was Braden Matera, not Spack. Braden Matera. Ball loose, goes kept in with Matera taking it. Braden with it behind the net. He's got Dylan Needham on his left, uses him as a pick, and halts there. Now he comes out, looking for Lania. Pass on the ground, ball still on the ground. Comes back up over the 50-yard line. Walpole going down there and picking it up as Cece falls, loses his balance for a minute there, gets it back, and drops it back to TJ Frazier. TJ bringing it out. Sends it over on the side. Up to Webb, almost stolen. Almost stolen by Jackson Formash. And a timeout called by, I think, by the Walpole coaching staff. Zach Matera with the ball. Decides to bring it down himself. Crosses the 40. Sends it over to Mike Connors. Connors backs off. Now circles back in again. Sends it back to Zach Matera. Zach up to Dylan Needham. And to Lania. Up to Braden Matera. To Zach. Zach starts in. Sends it instead over to Carter. Carter to Zach. Zach coming in. Looking to get a break in. Behind the net to Lania. Up top it's Needham. Puts a little shot. Save, nice save by Finn Cunningham. No, I'm sorry, Finn Cunningham in the KP net. Jared Spack comes in. Joe Carter comes in, and Noah McKenzie come in. Pass goes wide by KP. So Davis Potter and Jack Carter come in for the T-Wolves. Pass comes up to Potter. Davis coming down on his left. Gets it ahead to Lania. Lania behind the net to Braden. Back to Lania. Potter. Carter with it. Back to Potter. This shows a little variation. Potter and Potter and Carter. Potter and Carter switch sides now. Back to Carter. Over to Matera. Braden. Braden back to Carter. Carter trying to come in. Cutting around. Goes behind the net. Over to Lania. Lania up to Webb. Back to that big square again. Webb to coming over slowly. Now putting on a burst of speed is Carter. Jack sends it back. Now to Webb. Webb's shot is blocked before it can get through. Here come the Warriors. Ball on the ground. And timeout call by King Philip. 2 minutes, 1 second to go in the first period. Walpole on top, 2-0. KP with the ball. They send it back to Brody McDonald. He sends it up front. Long shot, ball on the ground. Bodies all over the place on the ground, and KP does come up with it. Back to Schmitz. Schmitz to Josh Cochran. Kilroy to Schmitz. Schmitz making a move, coming in. Drops it back to Kilroy. He loses it for a moment. Being covered by Noah McKenzie. Shot wide of the net. Picking it up for them will be Mason Thompson for the Warriors. Over on the side up to Thomas Kilroy. Kilroy moving down, puts on the brakes. Errant pass. The Warriors get there first, but Jared Spack is there quickly on defense. Hit the post. Another shot. Goal. Thomas Kilroy gets King Philip on the board. Time of the goal, 11:09. So the Warriors pulled to within 2-1. Miles bumped off the ball. Davis Potter comes up with it. Gets it, moving in behind the net. Up to Alania, to Needham. Final 25 seconds of the quarter. Carter, shot goes over the top of the net. Heading back to pick it up is Braden Matera. Braden sending people off to the side, brings it around in front of himself. Can't get in, cut in front the way he wanted to. Bumped off. Matera up to front. Shoot. Oh, just over the top of the net by Lania. 4 seconds left in the quarter. Time for one more play for the Timberwolves. A quick shot by Needham. Oh, just no good. And horn sounds ending the first quarter. It was a good one. Walpole holds a 2-1 lead on goals by Braden Matera and Jack Carter. Thomas Kilroy scoring for the Warriors. And that's the way we stand after the first quarter of play. Potter out. He gets the ball, sends it ahead to Carter. Carter to Matera, to Braden, to Ryan Lania. Ryan going far side, sends it up the sideline, up to McKenzie, back to Potter. Potter to that big square again for Walpole. Potter cutting in, trying to make something going on. McKenzie with the ball. He gets it to Braden. Walpole collapsing in on the circle there. Carter with it. Now it's Potter. Potter puts it ahead to McKenzie. Noah looking, goes behind the net. Lania, Webb, Carter. No, Webb now. Okay, now Potter. Moving in, stops, puts the brakes on. He was looking for Matera, it was a little too high for him. And Brody McDonald will start for them. Coming in for Walpole is Jared Spack and Joe Carter. On the far side, it's Patrick Webbin. And now Hayden Schmitz. On the side, Thomas Kilroy. Kilroy gets it back again to Schmitz. Schmitz to Weeben. Weeben moving in. And kept out by Danny Morris. Shot hit the net, hit the post. Schmitz with the ball. Coming down. Moving in close, looking to cut in front. Danny Morris doing a good job on D out there, not letting him come in. Schmitz with the ball, looking to Kilroy. Now he's going to take it in himself. Sends it back. Good defense out there by Luke Wyand. Shot misses wide. It'll be KP ball with Patrick Weeben doing the honors. Lania and McKenzie come out. Joe Malone goes in. I think McKenzie actually may have gotten a card. Aaron pass. Going after it and sending it down. It will go out of bounds. It will be King Philip ball. Ball comes to Cunningham in the KP net. He gets it upfield. Behind the net. Shot saved by Frazier. Nice one. Sends it up the field to Morris. Danny's got it. Down that far sideline. Zach Matera back in, as is Jack Cotter for the Timberwolves. Cotter with the ball. Going around to Braden. Cotter moving in, stops, puts on the brakes, passes back up top to Webb. Webb over on the side to Needham. Needham behind the net, looking to come out in front. Gets it up. Pass goes out of bounds. It'll be King Philip ball with 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. Jared Spack and Joe Cotter back in for the orange and blue. Cunningham gets it up to Brody McDonald. McDonald hits Dylan Quinn. McKenzie coming in, as is Braden Matera getting ready to come in. Now Matera's in. Schmitz over to Kilroy. Kilroy has the King Philip goal. Ball on the ground. And coming away with it. Nice play on the far sideline. Potter gets it. Davis up ahead to Braden. Jack Cotter going back in now. Braden loses the ball momentarily, gets it back again, looking in front, looking to shoot, hit the crossbar. Goes way out. It'll be Walpole ball. Ryan Lania chasing it down. All right, Potter with the ball to Cotter. Braden to Webb. Potter, Cotter. Jack moving over towards the middle, being guarded closely. He ends up passing to Webb. Coming in front, looking just missing. Four and a half minutes to go in the half. Score remains Walpole 2, King Philip 1. A very low scoring game so far. Potter gets it back from Webb. Not from Needham, I'm sorry, not from Webb. Dillon moving in. Gets it back. Behind to Braden. To Cotter. Cotter looking for an opening, a shot. Goal! A laser beam there. The goal scored by Jack Webb. His first of the game. Time of the goal is 7:57. Walpole back to a 2-goal lead again at 3-1. It will be King Philip ball. Webb comes back out. Carter comes back in. Coming down is Kilroy. Kilroy has it. Got it by McKenzie. Now he goes down on the far sideline. Spack on defense against Josh Cochran. Shot blocked before it can get through. It'll be green ball. Waben with it. His pass way out. Walpole will get the ball now. No, I guess not. I didn't think that was deflected, but King Philip with the ball. Shot knocked down before he can get through. Walpole's defense is preventing a lot of balls from getting close to Frazier. Schmidt's coming in. Has to go behind the net. Sends it up front. Underhand shot, no good by Charles Parrish. Wyben with the ball. Decides to take it in front of himself. Sends it back to Kilroy. Kilroy has the KP goal. There's a shot behind the net. No good. It'll be Walpole ball. Chasing down with Jake Cece for the T-Wolves. Walpole bringing the ball down. Frazier dumps it over. It's on the ground. And picking it up and coming away with it. And timeout called by Walpole. I think Coach Greg Shea called a timeout there. 2 minutes, 6 seconds to go in the half. All right, starts out. Potter with it going down on that far side. Gets it back to Lania, the Walpole tri-captain. He gets it to Webb, back to Potter. Over to Cotter. Braden, McKenzie. Lania. Webb, Potter. Davis coming in. His shot to Matera. Matera gets it to Carter, shot just wide of the net. Kenzie will be there first. Noah will start it out. 1, 2, 3 showing on the clock for this first half. Lania to Webb to Potter. Potter coming in. Gets it to Braden. Braden being well guarded. Bounce pass picked up nicely by. Shot just wide of the net. Walpole will be there. Dylan Quinn going out for King Philip. I think a hack is what they called. All right, we have Webb now to Braden to Zach. Webb, Needham back to Webb. To Braden, back to Zach. Just missed on the far side by Jack Carter. The Walpole ball. Zach Matera chases it down with 22 seconds left in the half. Zach coming out on the left side of the goal, gets it ahead to big brother Braden. Ball on the ground. Zach picks it up. Circling back. And this will end the half. As it wasn't Zach at all, it was Jack Carter. He couldn't do anything with it, and so they kill off the clock. We've played one half of this game. Walpole on top, 3-1. Braden Matera opened the scoring 57 seconds into the game for a 1-0 Walpole lead. At 4:15, Jack Carter made it 2-0. Thomas Kilroy cut that in half at 11:09 of the quarter, and that's the way the first quarter ended. In the second quarter, the only goal was by Jack Webb at the 7:57 mark. That's where we stand right now, 3-1. Both teams are taking a break. We'll do the same. We'll be back shortly with second half action. We're about to begin the third quarter of this MIAA Division II round of 16 game. Your Walpole Timberwolves hold a 3-1 lead over the Warriors of King Philip. We are underway. Davis Potter with it to Ryan Lania behind the net. Comes back out to Lania, to Potter. McKenzie. Noah looking to move in, does. Puts a little burst of speed on. Looking to cut in front, can't. Gets it behind the net. Comes up to Jack Carter. Carter being guarded closely. Behind the Lania to up here. Shot. Save by Thompson on a bullet. Jared Speck back in for Walpole, replacing Jack Carter. Here comes McKenzie with the ball. To Lania. McKenzie goes north, Lania south. Potter over to Carter, over to Potter. Shot just wide by Davis. The junior. Up top to McKenzie. Noah over on the side to Webb. Carter. He gets it back to Lania. Lania to Webb. Jack gets it up to Noah. Noah looking for something to do here. Decides to cut down himself. Bounce pass to Webb. Up top to Potter. Potter over on the side to Carter. Braden with the ball. Looking for somebody in front. Gets it to Webb. McKenzie, Potter. Potter stops, loses it momentarily, and ball on the ground and scooped up by Cunningham in the KP goal. He gets it up to Thomas Kilroy. Kilroy coming down on the right side. Jared Spack coming in for Ryan Lania. Behind the net, that's Ben Cochran. Up to Nicholas Longbandy. Shot wide of the net by Schmitz. Jared Spack comes running into the middle of the defending area. Ball on the ground. Spack gets it over to Jake Cece. Cece coming down the near sideline. Gets it ahead to Webb. Jack coming down. As the ball knocked loose, he's able to get it back momentarily. It's still loose on the ground. And King Philip comes away with it. It's Dylan Quinn with it. Ball knocked down and taken. Walpole comes away with it. It's Luke Wyand with it. Sending the head to Lania. Ryan circling around, drops the back to Dylan Needham. Needham over to Cotter. To Braden. To McKenzie. McKenzie to Needham. Needham will go behind the net. Taking his time here. Walpole all bunched up around the 25-yard line. Comes out to McKenzie. McKenzie. It's Cotter with it. Looking to move in front. Let's go! Ryan Lania with an acrobatic goal there for Walpole. I think Ryan was in midair when he shot that ball into the net. Time of the goal, 4:34 of the third quarter. Walpole's lead is now 4-1. Good pressure kept on by Walpole. Picking up is Braden Foote with the ball. Coming down. Going on, look, he cuts in front. Gets it back to Braden. Braden picks up a pick from his brother Zach. Zach with the ball now. Dylan Needham comes in for Foote. Webb with it. Over to Needham. His shot is over the top of the net. Long way out of the field. That was a laser shot. Zach Matera will start it out for Walpole. Mike Connors comes out. Zach with the ball to Lania. Ryan to Webb, to Needham, back to Webb. Behind the net to Lania. Webb to Needham, Lania. Zach, shot, score! Braden Matera from Zach Matera. So younger brother Zach Matera sets up older brother tri-captain Braden. Walpole's got a 5-1 lead. Time at the goal, 5:41. So a little over a minute after Ryan Helaney had scored, Walpole gets another one with Braden Matera doing the honor. 5-1, Walpole leads, 6:19 to go in the third quarter. Sam Miles gets a push, so Walpole will be short-handed. To set up, shot on the side, goal! 28, Tegan O'Sullivan for KP. Time of the goal, 6:05. Just 24 seconds for King Philip to get that goal back. Miles back out for Walpole to take the draw. Ball comes free and it's picked up by Braden Barris of the Warriors. Schmitz coming down. Gets over to Henderson. Joe Carter comes in for Walpole. As Miles comes out, Lania goes back in for the T-Wolves. Charles Parrish with the ball being guarded by Jared Spack. Parrish can't do anything. Gets in front. Shot wide of the net by Nicholas Longabandi. Parrish with the ball behind the Walpole goal. Cuts around in front. Has to drop it back to the 30 over to Schmitz. He gets it over to Kilroy. Kilroy going to his left. Long pass. Saved by TJ Frazier. Ball on the ground and Frazier trying to cover it up. He does. He gets it to Cece. Good pressure being put on by KP. They get it to Frazier. Walpole. Cece coming back in for Walpole. On the far side, McKenzie gets it back from Zach Matera. Zach coming down behind the net. Comes up front to Dylan Needham. A shot. Saved by Cunningham. A beauty. He did a split making that one. Jared Spack back in for Walpole. Schmitz with the ball to Longobardi. Up top. Longobardi again to Schmitz. Going to his right, gets it behind the net. to Henderson. Shot, goal. Cole Finman for King Philip. Walpole's lead is down to 2 again, 5-3. Time at the goal, 8:59. 3:01 to go in the third quarter. Walpole on top, 5-3. Mason Thompson comes out. He's been a starter. He comes out limping. Ball on the ground, and the Timberwolves come away with it. Wyan gets it up the field to Webb. Webb battling away, trying to get loose. He does. KP steals the ball. Coming back, it's Dylan Quinn. His pass up to Parrish. Comes up to Schmitz. Schmitz holding, walking in, looking, coming around. Ball blocked. Who's going to get there first? Ball on the ground and still on the ground. Comes out. Walpole comes away with it. There's a push. As Mike Connors is sent to the ground, and we will have a penalty here on King Philip. Hayden Schmitz will be out for the push with 1:53 to go. 1:53 to go in the period, third quarter. So 2 penalties on King Philip. Maddock Henderson is also called for a penalty. So King Philip down 2 players here. There's a golden opportunity for Walpole to put this game, give it a little bit of breathing room here. Needham with the ball. Dillon to Henderson, to Carter. Back to Carter, to Needham. Lania gets it back. Needham, shot, goal! A laser, Braden Matera. Walpole gets their 3-goal lead back again. 6:03, time of the goal, 10:35. Yeah, they had the 2-man advantage, so you hate to see them not be able to score on that. Now we're back at full strength again. 1 1/4 to go, 1:25 to go in the first half. Ball on the ground, kicked away, still a loose. Pass up to Nathan Hill. He's coming down. Broken stick for Wyand. Joe Malone's got to run in to replace Wyand, whose stick broke. One of the long sticks. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Schmitz with the ball. Gets it to Kilroy. Back to Kilroy, to Schmitz. Going down on it his right, looking for a shot, hits it, and out. Hit the post and bounced right back out. Right to Kilroy, though. Longombody with it. His shot, saved by TJ. Frazier gets it up to Joe Carter. Carter coming down, crosses midfield. Big head of steam on. And the horn sounds, ending this wild and woolly third quarter here. Walpole came up with 3 goals. Ryan Lanier scored first at the 4:54 mark. Then at the 5:41, Zach Matera set up his brother Braden with a beautiful pass, giving Walpole a 5-1 lead. However, King Philip scored the next 2 goals. Tegan O'Sullivan and Cole Froman doing the honors, but Braden Matera got it back up to a 3-goal lead at the 10:35 mark. That's where we stand after 3 quarters of play, 6-3. This is still anybody's ball game. Oh, let's see. The winner of the Billerica Agawam game. If Billerica wins, it'll be in Billerica. If Agawam wins, it'll be back here at Turco Field in the state quarterfinals, or the Elite 8, as it's also called. Ball loose, up in the air, and KP comes away with it. It's Cole Pittman. Miles comes out, and Carter comes back in for Walpole. McKenzie comes in as Matera comes out for a rest. And Matera goes right back out again. Kilroy with the ball to Schmitz. Schmitz down to Cohen. Kiernan Cohen. Shot wide of the net. Picking it up for KP will be Charles Parrish. Parrish sends it up on the ground, stolen by Walpole. Coming down. That was a great play by Carter. Carter. Joe did a good job there intercepting that and then bringing it all the way down to the 20 before handing it off. Lania, McKenzie, Potter, Carter, Braden, Ryan. Coming on in now, shoot. Wide of the net by Webb. Matera will start it with 10:24 to go in regulation. Comes up to McKenzie, Noah over to Davis. Davis, Potter coming down the field. Goes behind, nice save by Lania. Carter with the ball. Takes a pick from McKenzie. Shot wide of the net. The rebound by Matera. Goal! Braden Matera again, doing what Braden does best. Walpole takes a 7-3 advantage here at the 2:06 mark of the 4th quarter. Largest lead in the game for the Timberwolves since 5:41 of the 3rd quarter. Miles wins this one on the ground, gets it, up in the air, and KP does come away with it. It's Quinn, Dylan Quinn. Gets a bounce pass over to Kilroy. Kilroy looking, shoots and scores. So KP comes right back again. Kilroy with his 2nd goal of the game. 7-4 now. Time of that goal, 2:21. Just 15 seconds for Walpole, KP to come right back and cut that lead to cut the deficit to 3 again. Both players go down. KP comes up with it, loses it. McKenzie with it. Noah coming down the field. Backs off. Gonna go behind the net. Sends it over to Lania. No, Lania's got it now. To Zach Matera. Dylan Needham. Needham coming around on the right. Goes behind the goal. Needham circles around. Looking for the shot. Just wide. Walpole will get it. Ryan Lania down there for the Timberwolves. He gets it up to Matera. Braden cutting over. Sends it up to the middle of the field to Zach. Lania to Zach. To McKenzie. Noah to Braden. Braden goes out to the 30. Makes it down to the 35 beyond. And now we'll start in. Looking to get a good head of steam up. Puts the brakes on. Cuts back. Circles back again. Just score! Unbelievable. Nobody thought he was going to take that shot, and Braden Matera does it again. Walpole's 8-4 now. Time of the goal, 3:46. Fifth goal of the game for Matera. Other than Tom Kilroy, he's the only one with double figures scoring. King Philip bringing it down. It's Braden Barros. Far side. Up top. Ball on the ground, and Walpole comes away with it. Passes up to Braden. Braden gets it at about the 40. Cuts over to that left sideline. He's got Ryan Lania going down. A big move by Braden. He's going to kill off some time here. Passes over to Carter. Top, now to Needham. Back over to Webb. And Needham. Braden behind the net to Ryan. Lania going to his right. Sends it up on the side. Needham with it now. Coming down. Again, behind the net to Matera. Back to Needham. He shoots. Score! Dylan Needham. Walpole takes a 9-4 lead here now. The first 5-goal lead in the game. Time of the goal, 5:13. Time definitely not on King Philip's side here. 6:47 left in regulation. Walpole on top, 9-4. And a timeout call by King Philip. Walpole had a 6-3 lead at the end of 3 quarters of play, but Braden Matera has scored twice and Dylan Needham has scored once in this fourth quarter to advance to offset a Tom Kilroy goal. and give the Timberwolves this 9-4 advantage that they hold right now with 6:47 left in regulation. Ball loose on the ground, and it'll be Walpole ball. Matera with it. He gets it to Webb. Braden again. Going behind the net. Sends it in front to Needham. It's on the ground. Up loose. Errant pass. Gets by everybody down there. Still in bounds. And the yellow flag comes flying in from way downtown, and Walpole will be short-handed. It looks like Luke Wyand may be going into the sin bin. For a push on Luke. So Timberwolves short-handed right now. Schmitz with the ball. Shot, whoa, just picking that top inside corner is Patrick Waben. For the Warriors. Cuts Walpole's lead to 9-5. 6:01 the time of that goal. Under 6 minutes to play now in regulation. The lights on here at Kirko Field, bathing the field in light. Miles, Sam Miles wins it. Gets it down ahead to Braden. Braden back to Carter. Carter being chased. Drops it to Zach Matera. McKenzie to Carter. Behind the net to Lania. Back to Carter. To McKenzie. Zach Matera. He's being ball. He's going to bring it down himself now. Pass gets bumped away and picked up by Henry Leclerc. No, I'm sorry, that's not. That's Thomas Kilroy. Schmitz with it over in the corner. Behind the net. Shot way over the top of the net. Walpole gets Maddock Henderson will get it and start it back. He gets it up to Parrish. Parrish spins, looking to move in. Ball knocked away. Frazier can't corral it. He's out of the net. Shot. What a save. Again, Schmitz. Nope. It's that was Parrish with the ball. He had it stolen. Ball loose. Braden Matera will run it down for Walpole. Cuts in front. Over on the side. Jared Spack comes out. Dylan Needham comes in. Walpole sets it up. McKenzie with the ball. He's got Needham on his left. Gives it to Dylan. Over on the side to Carter. No, it was to Webb. Up to Needham and McKenzie. McKenzie coming down. Goes behind the net. Ball loose, and the Warriors come away with it. We've got a call here. And I don't know what the call was, but ball comes back. Oh, there was the yellow flag, the flag that had been thrown, and I'm sure that's why the play was stopped. Okay, Walpole, Needham gets it now to Braden behind the net to Lania, to Zach Matera. Needham to Webb, over to Braden to Zach. Up to Webb. Carter, Webb, Carter behind the net to Zach on the side, back to Carter, to Webb, to now to Carter, to Dylan Needham. Shot, score! Dylan Needham, his second of the game. Walpole's lead is 10-5 now. Time of the goal, 9:18. There's 2 minutes and 42 seconds left in this, and then Walpole can hold on to this 5-goal lead. They'll be heading to the state quarterfinals. King Philip pressing, coming down, shooting. No good. Walpole gets the ball. .223 left in regulation. Luke Wyan comes out. Jack Carter goes in for Walpole. Schmitz with the ball. Goes down. That's Thompson with it. Shot wide of the net. Goes out. Under 2 minutes to play now here in regulation. Patrick Wyben with the ball. To Schmitz. Schmitz shot goes way over the net. We have another yellow coming in. It looks like Jake Cece will be sitting down. Walpole will be short-handed. Good defense back there by the Timberwolves. Shot off the post. KP's hit about 3 or 4 posts in this game. So, as they say in ice hockey, that post is either your best friend or your worst enemy. In this game, it's been Walpole's best friend. Shot no good. King Philip ball, 1:25 left to go in regulation, 85 seconds. KP desperately trying to get back on the board here. Shot no good. That goes out. Walpole will have the ball. TJ Frazier leaves it for Wyand. Luke will pick it up here with 1:13 to go. And sends it up to Danny Morris. Walpole coming down. Shoot. Nice save by himself. Ball loose. Matera gets it. Braden killing off time here, moving in. Gets dumped. We'll have another yellow here. McKenzie with it. Final 30 seconds of this game here. Ball loose, still loose. And Walpole comes away with it. Jack Carter, 10 seconds to go. He's just going to run this one out. Sends it down. And time will expire on that play. So Walpole's Timberwolves will be going to the state quarterfinals with a 10-5 victory here tonight over the Warriors of King Philip. The big offensive story for Walpole: Braden Matera with 5 goals, Dylan Needham with 2 goals. Let's see. Jack Webb with a goal, Jack Carter with a goal. That's 9. One more here I'm missing. Dylan Needham with, Dylan Needham with 2. Braden Matera with 5. Ryan Lanier. Ryan Lanier with the 10th Walpole goal. Good job in net by TJ Frazier. It was a good all-around game. Walpole, we knew it was going to be close. It was the whole way. And Walpole just comes away with the win. So the Timberwolves improved to 17-3. The season ends for King Philip at 15-5. So we would like to thank you for watching this Walpole Media Corporation broadcast of boys varsity lacrosse action. Once again, your final score in the MIAA Division II round of 16 game: Walpole 10, King Philip 5.